Hello everybody, RV living with the geezer. I'm just leaving the Fort Davis post office. Yeah, I still have my P.O. box up here in Fort Davis because I had a feeling not to change it to Alpine, and I'm glad I did because I'm probably going to move back up here. I just like it better. But what I want to show you, see that white on the ground? We got a little Texas dusting this morning. And when I'm up here for my Meals on Wheels route, which I do every Thursday, when I was coming up from Alpine, that mountain was icing up between here and Alpine, which is 25 miles. So, but it seems to be, it's warmed up now to 28, and it was 23 when I came up here. So the road and it stopped snowing, so the roads should be improving, not getting worse. One lady on my route did tell me that they closed the schools at lunchtime today, though, up here, because a lot of the teachers live in Alpine or Marfa, so they need to get home. They want to make sure they got home okay. So anyway, I'm through with my route, and old Blanca's in the back seat. I just wanted to show you Fort Davis on a January day with a little white on the ground. It's really pretty. The mountains around it are got snow on them, of course. Yeah, here's where I picked the food up, the meals. There's 14 stops. This Cueva Leon restaurant right here on the right. So I think I've told you all about that before. Oh, and that reminds me, I did that Deja Vu video last week of right here at Stone Village, which is right where that white pickup is, on Hot Dog Day. And actually, it was a separate video from the first hot dog one I'd done like a week prior, but it was just like the same content in it. So I had forgotten that I did a hot dog video already. That's not surprising. I forget quite a bit of stuff, so as you get a little older, you'll experience that. But yeah, nice quiet day in Fort Davis, Texas. They've always got business here at the drugstore for lunch. They do a good business. I did a video there. I haven't posted that one yet. I did a video there of lunch one day. It's they have really good food. It's just I can eat cheaper other places, and that's my middle name, cheap. So just driving around a little bit. Turn here and show you the courthouse is really pretty, but that's the fire station right there. Because I've showed you all this before. There's only so much you can show in Fort Davis because it is not a big town at all. But I like it. It's really laid back. I had a doctor up here one time. She's retired now. She was an old Vietnam field nurse back in those days, and she became a what do you call it, physician's assistant, which is almost like a doctor. And I told her that, you know, I'd gone to her for several years, and the only thing I go to a doctor for is for my blood pressure checks. And I told her I had decided to move back up to Boyd around Fort Worth where my grandkids were, and she said, "What in the hell do you want to do that for?" I mean, this lady would tell it like it is. If she wasn't happy with you, she'd let out a few cuss words. She was hardcore doctor, and I liked her. She was really good. She did not sugarcoat her words at all. I like that. But she said, what in the hell do you want to move back to Fort Worth for? That's stress. That's the last thing in the world you need. Well, I didn't listen to her, and I moved back up there. Of course, it's worth it. I love my grandkids, but pulling into Family Dollar here, I'm going to buy me a can of soup for lunch. But I left and went up there, and a couple years later, this drunk guy on prescription drugs he wasn't supposed to be on, he hit me head on, rolled my truck. I had Blanca in there and the other dog I had at the time. None of us got really hurt that bad, but didn't have to go to the hospital. They wanted me to go, but I didn't go. But anyway, end that story. I should have listened to her. So here I find myself back out here in West Texas in stress-free life. You can't trade that off for the world, guys. So, and I'm in Alpine, which I enjoy it down there, but I just like it better up here. It's just even less stress up here. So that's what it's all about with me at this point of my life. All right, I'm at Family Dollar. I'm going to go and get me a can of soup for lunch and go from there. We'll be talking at you guys later. Have a good one. Adios, my friends. Bye-bye.